Now let's take a look at the sacrum. So you have the sacrum right here. You guys are familiar with the sacrum already because we did it with the os coxa. Unfortunately, I did not bring an intact sacrum home with me, so this is all I got to work with here. The sacrum is composed of 5 fused vertebrae. There's this space right through here. It begins up here. And then it goes through, and that is the sacral canal. The cauda equina of the spinal cord passes through there. This ridge, and it's a bumpy ridge along the posterior part of the sacrum, is the median sacral crest. Median because it's in the middle, sacral because it's on the sacrum, and crest because it forms a crest. So right through here, median sacral crest. There are foramina in the sacrum. Remember foramina, the plural of foramen, which is holes. Posterior sacral foramina right here. And if we look at the anterior side, the anterior sacral foramina are right here. And then finally, the last part of the vertebral column is the coccyx. It's composed of 4 fused vertebrae. When 2 vertebrae are joined, there's an opening between them. You can see that right here, the hole between the 2 vertebrae. That's called the intervertebral foramen, hole between 2 vertebrae, and the spinal nerve passes through that intervertebral foramen, the yellow right here. One of the goals is that you will be able to distinguish a cervical, a thoracic, and a lumbar vertebra. So let's get those out. 1, 2, and here's my cervical. Okay, so the 3 types of vertebra. And they need to practice a little social distancing so you can see them. So I'm going to move them at least 6 feet apart so they can't give each other the coronavirus. There you go. So cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. What you find is as you go from the top of the vertebral column to the bottom, that the vertebrae get larger. Why is this? Well, it's because each vertebra has to carry more weight on it, so they have to be larger and more massive to hold the weight that's above them. This one is a cervical vertebra. Notice that it has 3 foramina. These 2 transverse foramina, and then this vertebral foramen in the middle. And as you'll learn in 2nd semester, the vertebral artery passes through these transverse foramina. Cervical vertebrae are small, so they're the smallest of the 3 if you look at them. And the spinous process points approximately posteriorly. So if you hold it like this, you can see that the spinous process points approximately posteriorly. And just for fun, what animal does it look like? Many of my students have told me that this one looks like, I think it's Sid from Ice Age. You may or may not see that when you look at it this way. Thoracic vertebrae are medium-sized, so they're about mid-sized. There's only 1 foramen in the thoracic vertebra, and that's the vertebral foramen, the large one right here. Notice that the spinous process points